People, what up? What's good? As y'all can see, man, we got a very special video today. As y'all know, man, it's Balance Patch Day, Balance Patch updates where we look at the changes and we talk about them. But I'm not alone, y'all. As y'all can see on the screen, we have a very special guest, Mr. Triple A, in the building, y'all. Marvel Snap's new best content creator. We got Andy and Aim in the building, man. Say what's up, Andy.
How's it going, people? How you doing? Here we go. Dude, big Thursday today. Big Thursday.
Yes, sir. So yeah, y'all. I mean, we just gonna be talking about the patch today, right? We got a lot of new changes, exciting cards, exciting changes to talk about it. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to my boy Andy as well. He's on the road to 1K. Get him there so he can start getting these YouTube checks, y'all. And let's get it. But first card we got of the day, man. We got Surtur. Andy, what do you think about these new Surtur changes, bro?
I thought this is how he probably should have dropped on release.
Word.
To be honest, I knew when I saw +3 when he got released, I was like, okay, it's time to lock it. All right, I'm gonna get to Infinite in like 3 days, and we're just gonna walk there. I feel like this is a good change.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the Surtur decks have been running rampant for like 3 months, so I'm happy to see it get knocked down a little bit. And the +2 limit was kind of like a weird specific knock.
Yeah.
So I like +2 more general. It's like easier to play, and he's still super strong.
Exactly.
So I still like it. Yeah.
Right, like I mean, if you look at all the 3-cost cards, like I mean, if you get down, obviously he's still gonna be in the Scar decks, but if you get down like 4, 10 power cards, it's still gonna be what, 313? Like that. I mean, that's about as strong as you can get for a 3-cost card. So, I mean, they nerfed him, but I mean, he's still gonna be one of the strongest, right? So I guess they just gave him that season pass treatment, release him broken, and then
Yeah.
his time is up. We got to sell somebody else. Go ahead, nerf that boy. But yeah, y'all. I mean, I agree with Andy, y'all. This I think this is a good spot for him. Sure. Now, like he's gonna be generally weaker, but he has a higher ceiling since you can't like this, not the twice per game limit on him. But let us know what y'all think in the comments, man. That's all we really got for young Surtur. Up next, we got Scar. So they went ahead and changed Scar from 610 to 712. This is a very interesting change. I think so because sure it looks like a nerf, but the cool thing about this is I feel like now you can reliably throw Scar in the Hella deck. You know what I'm saying? With something like obviously Death at 8, you got Scar at 7. And then you have whatever your 6-cost card, because as you guys know, like they changed Hella to make it so it's 1 card of each cost. So now you have pretty much your only 7-cost card. I mean, outside of Archim, you're not gonna run Archim in Hella deck, but I mean you have him at 7 now, right? And even outside of Hella, it's still pretty strong in your standard Scar deck. Sure, it can I mean, sure, you're not gonna get it down to 0 as frequently as you would, but you could probably definitely get it down to like 3 costs or maybe even 1 if you get like obviously if you boost Surtur past 10 and then you get like a couple more 10 power guys out. But I mean, I actually like this. Weirdly enough, it's definitely a nerf, but how you feel about it, Andy?
I like it too. He's gonna be interesting in Hella for sure. Because like you said, he's going to be the only 7-cost card that's in a Hella deck.
Exactly.
And a little power bump there too. I mean, if you're going to get him out for free with Hella anyway, might as well get the power bump. And then, yeah, in Surtur, and that whole package, it's going to be pretty similar. Like, you're not going to be able to throw a 6-drop down with him.
Right.
But, like, he's going to be 1. So, like, you throw him and then another 410 down, boost Surtur twice on the last turn. He's still strong, but it's definitely nice not having to worry about him being 0.
For sure.
So
and another thing is like the random Cersei deck you use now now your 6-cost cards are gonna turn. They might still turn into Archim, but they have a chance to turn into big Scars. So
you're flipping a coin for,
right.
for the big Scar to pop out. Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, y'all, let us know what y'all think about Scar. Surtur. They got another card in that same deck, but also in the Scream decks. Arrow, they went ahead and bumped her down from 510 to 59. How you feel about Arrow, Andy?
Man, I'm all good with Arrow getting knocked down as much as possible.
Word.
Man, she ruined my life when she was at 5'8". So, anything that kind of hurts her a little, I'll take. But it does mean that she's out of Shang-Chi range.
Mm,
And she's still gonna move something in that Scream deck. So it's not gonna buff the Surtur, but I
right.
mean she's still there, but it's worse, and you know that's never gonna make me mad. So I'll take it.
Yeah, and I like that you brought that up. Like her being out of Shang range is. I feel like that. I mean, obviously she's weaker, but that's like a pretty big buff for Scream, like Scream decks, like you mentioned, because obviously Scream is gonna be as strong as she is, and then you probably got Magneto somewhere in there, maybe Craven, King.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be harder to deal with because now you can't say, okay, at least I can win this arrow lane. Now you can't because you can't Shang her no more. It's it's crazy. I feel like Arrow was I mean before Scream you did not see her at all really, but I mean now she came up pretty far. I actually like the 5'9" as well too, but I think it might make Scream a little bit harder to deal with. Let us know what y'all think, you guys. And let's get to this next card, people. Werewolf by Night. He got the pants on. 3 cost, 3 power. It's interesting, Andy. I feel like I don't, and it's crazy for me to talk highly of Werewolf because I don't use this card, but I don't think he's that bad, bro. Like if you use him in something with like Kate Bishop and you know, like Sage, put Ravonna somewhere in there to like get Sage cheapen. Like you can do some like really cool stuff with Werewolf. And of course, like in your bounce decks, like you have a lot of 1 cost on reveal cards. I guess it's just kind of, he requires too much brain power to use, and that's not, we already know that's not what people are trying to do. So they had to buff him in some way. I think 3/3 is cool. Like I thought he was cool at 3/2, but I mean, you know, just kind of put a little bit more attention on the card. I like it, bro. What you think?
Werewolf by Night is one of my favorite cards.
Word.
I love playing Werewolf by Night. So any buff to Werewolf by Night, I was so hyped when I saw this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, they looked at Werewolf by Night. Like you said, I think he's not bad right now. It's just like no one plays him because he's not
Exactly,
easy
yeah.
to play. I think with one of the cards that we're going to be seeing soon that recently got buffed, that's going to be throwing out a lot of on reveal 1 cost stuff. Maybe they're trying to show like, hey,
Exactly.
by the way, Werewolf can go in these as well, like these types of decks. So I'm excited to play around with it. Hopefully get him over 10 power as often as possible. But yeah, I was pretty hyped to see Werewolf in the patch. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
me
lie.
too, man. Yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think of Werewolf. I think we got, oh, he not up next. He's down there though. We gonna talk
Yeah,
about the
he's
card
down there.
that that like makes that whole archetype crack. But next we got Annihilus. I actually didn't expect them to like buff Annihilus at all. I thought he was perfectly fine at 5'6". I mean,
Yeah.
like you always have your hood sentry stuff. You can, I guess, debris and you know, hazmat if you really want to. I thought Annihilus was fine. I actually don't. What do you think of this? What do you think of this, man?
I have no idea what's going on, to be honest. Yeah, I thought he was okay too. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of mill going around right now,
Right.
and they're like, let's make more toxic stuff possible, and let's just buff Annihilus too. So, I don't know. I just hope I don't run into this at all.
It's like, and it's kind of weird because, you know, like you have the junk decks with like Red Hulk in them and like not Sandman, what's his name, Dr. Octopus. Like Annihilus doesn't really he doesn't really fit in those, but like his own deck is like very strong. So, and sure it's not popular right now, but yeah, I'm very shocked by this. I'm very shocked. Like you don't even have to run Viper in like these junk decks because Annihilus can just send everybody over by himself. So yeah, I didn't expect this at all. But let us know what y'all think. Y'all already know I'm about to be cheesing with him though.
Got to.
Y'all already know that. White Queen, the Snow Bunnies are back. Andy, what you think?
Man, just like you said, the snow bunnies are back, man. You can't complain. I don't know. I like it. The
Yeah.
White Queen is a card that I haven't played since like really OG Devil Dinosaur.
Exactly.
So I know that they're kind of prepping her for the new cards that are coming out. But man, I'm gonna try to get into it, you know, first. before those come out. I like the change to 3 as well
Yeah,
instead of 4.
it was like, cause yeah, I mean, I felt like she was literally just a worse Nick Fury at that
Yeah,
point. But
way
but now
worse.
she's just a worse Coulson, so it's like
Yeah, she's never gonna be the best, but
right,
the variants. That's why you're putting her in the tech, right? I mean, come on.
exactly right. The thumbnails, the variants, you know what I'm saying, the clickbait. But yeah, y'all. I mean, this is cool. Um, like kind of like we said. And we can kind of see it in the preview. Like Isan's Star Brand. Like when those cars come out, she's gonna have like a cool place. But for now, bro, just use Coulson. Just use Nick Fury. Still, even though that's what you're already doing, continue to do that. And then when she has a spot, get your variants ready, and we gonna be good to go, man. Up next, Big Lizard, Big Gizzard, 2.5 to 2.6. Andy, what you think?
Man, I like it.
Yeah,
Why not? I mean, I feel like the change isn't that huge, but I like it. I
right.
mean, Sauron Dex could be coming back a little bit, and he was always good in that, so I'll take it. I don't think it's that bad. What do you think?
Yeah, it's interesting because and I like that you bring Sauron up because like sometimes you're not able to Shuri into a strong card, so you get that Shuri. Now you go from a 210 with Lizard to what, like 212.
212.
And then I mean, sure, you could Taskmaster that or for like 12 power or whatever. But yeah, I like Lizard. Like, just get that early game priority. I also like him in like Sarah control decks because it gives you, like, Sarah kind of like those type of decks give you a reason to use Enchantress. And Lizard and Enchantress, like everybody knows
Yeah,
that's a combo right there. So
it's bread
I
and butter.
mean, yeah. And they buffed Enchant. They made her 4/6. I'm pretty sure. So now you got 2/6. Like you got 12. Like, so it's cool for the control decks. It's cool for Shuri, Sauron, and
He's
even
up there now for like the highest 2 cost power, right?
right up there with like Maximus, I think.
Yeah, Maximus. And I feel like his downside, like Lizard's downside, is better than
Yeah, it's
Maximus.
easier
I don't
to-
want to give you draw.
Exactly.
So
And you can just run. I mean, and it's ongoing too, so you can run Luke Cage, Spectrum in there,
yeah,
and you guaranteed to have that 2/6. So what y'all think, man? We like the green guy right here. But up next, High Evo 4/6 to 4/7. It's funny because High Evo is always the worst card in the High Evo decks, but now I mean you actually have a reason. 4/7 is strong, so it's crazy. Like they actually buffed him before they buffed like the thing, which is like we got y'all know I call him Laffy Taffy. We got a whole bunch better affliction cards, and you got the thing who's still trash. But now High Evo, who gives the thing life, is stronger than the thing. I like the change though. What you think, Andy?
I like the change. They got to give the thing some love, man.
Exactly,
From
bro.
Marvel, from Marvel Rivals, dude, he's there now.
Right, they just put him in a
Dang it.
new game. He got the he got
Yeah.
the fedora on and
Yeah,
right.
yeah, he got the trench coat, and then they outshine him here with High
Exactly,
Evo.
bro.
But yeah, I like the change. I don't like it's not that big.
Yeah.
It just makes it feel better when I draw it.
Right.
So like I have a 4/7. I'm like, okay, it's better than a 4/6.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
Like you can, and sure, I mean there's always like those games where he's literally the only thing you have, so you had to play him. But I mean now it's better. I guess the affliction High Evo is, the affliction decks are better. I guess that's really the only way to use High Evo right now. Like I feel like like Shocker, Misty Knight, that's like the energy reduction, nobody really uses that as of late. So I mean your affliction decks are just gonna be that much more stronger, right? So I'm a fan of it.
I just got Ajax too, so
Ooh, look at that.
right on time with this High
Exactly,
Evo.
bro.
Bro.
Get that Ajax, that Obama. You ready to you ready to go, bro? But this is the car we were talking about, y'all. Joaquin Torres Falcon II, man. Got that buff, so now you're what was the car we just talked about? Werewolf.
Werewolf,
Yeah.
yeah.
So now you can do a lot with these two cars, right? I thought he was I thought he was too expensive on release. I like 2.2. It's I think it's much better. How you feel about it, Andy?
Yeah, I like Tutu better too. I mean, I'm nervous for Iceman on turn 3 every time.
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely. I feel like if you spent like 6,000 tokens on this and it was 3 costs, like it would hurt the wallet. So a 2/2 feels better. I think he's gonna be strong now, though. I really do.
Yeah, even outside of like a bounce deck, like we got the meal decks. Now you're gonna get Yondu twice. Now you're gonna get what?
Oh man. Oh man.
Are
I'm
you
just
gonna
thinking about all the toxic stuff. Silver Sable.
You're gonna get Yondu twice, and then they're gonna put the misery down. So you're gonna lose your whole deck. They're gonna get 2
Oh,
demons.
man.
They're gonna get 4 demons. So yeah, this is they might have to come back to Joaquin, but and then what we got, just some text changes, so nothing too crazy down here. But yeah, y'all, that's gonna be it, man. Shout out to my guy Andy for joining. Like I said,
Appreciate
go
you for
ahead.
having me.
Yep,
Absolutely.
for sure, man. Like I said, go ahead, subscribe to my guy. He's on the road to 1K. I'm on the road to 4. Actually, we both on the road to 10K. How about that? Help us both get there, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all next time.